y'all, this is the Oklahoma Grammy. Welcome back. Today I'm going to take and make you an easy Sauerbraten. Now Sauerbraten in America would be called a beef stew, but it's tangy and it really tastes good. If you've never eaten it, I hope that you will make the recipe and you will at least give it a try. What you're going to have to do before you can actually bake it is 48 hours before you bake this, you have to make a marinade for it, and the meat has to sit in this marinade for 48 hours before you could cook it. So I'm going to tell you how to make the marinade, and you're supposed to use a pot roast or a good sized meat, and they just did not have any here at my Walmart or the other shops that I go to. So we're doing, we had to compromise. So we're using beef stew, and it's still going to come out just great anyway. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a big bowl, and you're going to put 4 cups of water in it. You're going to take 3 teaspoons of brown sugar, 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 bay leaves, and 2 cups of red wine vinegar, and 12 whole cloves. And you're going to put it in, and you're going to mix it up until you have everything dissolved in your water. And that's going to be your marinade and everything. And then you're going to take and get 2 Ziploc gallon bags, and you're going to take and put that marinade. You're going to put one bag inside of the other, and then put your marinade in the middle bag, and then you're going to put your meat into that marinade. Make sure you zip it up really good, and that way you don't have any trouble with the marinade coming out. The other bag is to protect the first bag in case it does have a leak or something. It will catch in that second bag. That way it doesn't get all over your ice box. And then you're going to take and put it in your ice box. You're going to get all of your meat good and everything inside of that marinade. Make sure everything gets coated, and then take and lay it flat like on a tray or something. That way you don't have any worry about getting anything on your ice box in case something leaks. Then you're going to take the next day, you're going to turn it over in the morning, go to work, whatever you got to do. And that evening you're going to take and turn it back over to the other side, and make sure you're mixing it up with that marinade each time. Following morning, the next day, you're going to do the same thing. And on the third day, when you get up, go ahead and go to work, and then whenever you come home, take and put everything together in your pan, and it's going to take 3 hours covered in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to do this, because you need to follow each step the way that it wants you to do. That way it comes out really good and everything the way that it's supposed to. So what we're going to have to do, this is the meat in the marinade, okay, that I have here, as you can tell. And what we did is you take 2 cups of the marinade before you put it in your bag. Take 2 cups out of that bowl and put it in another bowl with the lid on it, and set it at the back of your ice box, and just forget about it. So what we're going to do now is we have our cookie sheet tray that I've got paper towels on. We're going to take this, and we're going to put it in a colander, and we're going to drain everything, and we're going to get rid of the marinade and throw our bags away. Let your meat set for about 5 minutes. That way it can try to get all that juice off. Once you get done, we're going to come back over, and we're going to put the meat on this tray, and we're going to take other towels, and we're going to pat this dry. We're going to try to get as much of the liquid off of it as we can. And then we're going to coat this with flour, and we're going to fry it in our fry pan. So what we're going to do is we have a 1/4 of a cup of flour. We have 2 teaspoons of oil. Now you can use any kind of oil that you want. We have 1 stalk of celery that we have chopped into little pieces. We have 1 large onion that we have quartered. We have about 2 cups of baby carrots. And that's pretty much all we need for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the sink, in the colander. That way it can be draining and everything. That way I can take and pat it dry. So as you can see, I've got it all drained. Now, you know, this would actually be a roast at this point, but like I said, there was no roast anywhere in any store when I went, and I just don't know if it's because of the COVID or what, but I mean, there just was no roast anywhere at any store. So, and as you can see, just kind of spread it out. And what we're going to do is take some paper towels. We're going to try to get most of the moisture off of it as we can, because we're going to take another bowl and we're going to put this in there, and or you could get another bag. I might just go ahead and get another Ziploc bag and put the meat back in it and shake it up with that flour. And what we're going to do is we're going to because it's little pieces, what we're going to do is just cook a few at a time. You know, we're going to fry it up until we can get it all taken, get it fried up and everything. And I mean, it don't take very long to do it. So we're going to take and do that, and I'll be right back with you. So we're going to take and put our flour in our bag. I went ahead and decided I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take the meat and put it in here, and I'm going to shake it up.
Are you in charge? No?
I have my 9-year-old grandson with me tonight, and he's fussing at his tablet, so. Okay, let's Ziploc it, and then we're going to just shake it up. And just take that meat in. Now you would be doing this actually with your roast. Either your chuck roast or your rump roast, because that's what the recipe actually calls for. But like I said, in my area, there's just none. You can't hardly find anything. Okay, now that we have it coated, I'm going to go over here to the stove and I'm going to take and fry it up. So I've got you over here in my kitchen with me, and we're going to take and put this meat in. You want to make sure your grease is hot, and you know, like I said, just put a little bit at a time, because you're actually supposed to be frying a pot roast in here. You don't really want to turn it too much. I might be able to get it all in there, I don't know. I'm going to try. I'll tell you what it looks like in just a minute. Now this is what it looks like. And you want to let it sear where you get a good coating on it, and then we're going to flip it a little bit. Just make sure that you have, you got your oil and everything, that way it can take and fry it evenly on the bottom. It's probably going to take about 5 minutes, and then we're going to flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. As you can see, we're getting some sear on it and everything, and we're going to keep doing this until we get most of it all coated like this. This is the way that we need to have it. Now that our meat has been seared, we're going to go back over and we're going to put it in our pan. Okay, now that this is what it looks like, it's been seared. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the middle of our pan. Okay. And we're going to add the marinade from our little bowl. Okay, then we're going to add our carrots. I'm going to put our bay leaves in there. Our celery. And we're going to add our onions. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cover this up with aluminum foil. And we're going to put it in our oven, and we're going to cook it for 3 hours, or bake it. Y'all, our Sauerbraten is done. I just took it out of the oven. I wanted to show you what it looks like. Y'all, if you liked my video, can you please do me a favor and give it a big like and share it out for others to see. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye.